Yay, welcome everybody. When I tell my students at pre-calc this, when you are in doubt, go ahead and erase all that, please. When you're in doubt, you can always make a chart. Everyone hates making a chart. We're not going to make any but one chart today. But I want you to know, if you ever panic in algebra 2 trig, if you panic in here, if you panic in any class, you can make a chart. So can you follow along with me on your notes? I want you to do this. I want you to make this little guy that looks kind of weird like this. And I want you to put, so we're going to do this guy right here. I want you to put an X, and I want you to put a Y. Here's what I mean by panic. If I literally forget how to graph a line, or next year, how to graph a quadratic, how to graph a parabola, how to graph all sorts of things, I can always go to this. And what this does is says plug in some points. Some teachers make you do this. I'm not a big fan of it because I have more kids make mistakes on this than they do on the shortcut. But if you're ever panicked, here's what you do. You plug in 0. So you're writing 0 down, and then you're going to put that 0 right here. So you're going to say 2 times 0 plus 3. You're going to do that little baby math in your head. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3, 3. And that's our first point. And you're going to come down here, and you're going to go 0, 3. Yay! Now, we really like 3 points, and here's why. 2 points doesn't necessarily get you a line. It could get you a parabola, could get you a circle, but 3, and you know what's going on. So pick smart. The next number, don't pick 17. Don't pick 34. Pick 2. 10 would be okay, but you want to graph it. So 2, here's what we're going to have. 2 times 2 plus 3. That's 4 plus 3. That's 7. So could you come down here and could you put that guy on? Now here's where this all comes together. That could be right, but maybe I made a mistake. So my advice to you, if you head on to Algebra 2 trig and Algebra 2 next year, is to at least plug in 3 points to know if one of those bad boys is bad. And you should always try a negative, because sometimes weird stuff happens at negative. So I'm going to plug in -2. Nice and easy. 2, -2 plus 3. That's -4 plus 3. That's -1. He better be where I want him to be. -2, look at that. He's perfect. I'm going to draw that bad boy in. So now I'm going to look at my gentleman in here. I don't know why guys do this. Girls don't do this. This is a line. And I even have rulers. Look, I didn't even hit a bunch of them. I have rulers if you want them. That looks lovely for me. But here's what you guys do. I don't know why. You guys will do something like this. That's like a toothpick. What the hell is that? That's nothing. Right? Like, so do me a favor. If you're graphing a line, could you go ahead and throw some little length on there and give me some arrows on there? Yeah? Don't do the little toothpick action. But no one wants to do this. I don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. So let's do the shortcuts. Are you guys ready? So easy. Here we go. Y equals mx plus b. Here's what we know. We know the b is our starting point, right? That's where we're going to start with. It's always on the y-axis. Had a couple kids today putting that on the flat guy. The y-axis is the up and down line. And our m is our up and acrosses. And we need this guy to be a fraction, even if he's not. So we don't like a slope of 3. That tells us to go up 3 and what? Just stand there? No, it's 3 over 1, right? So just right here, it is right. Yeah. That's not underneath there. So you got the little arrows. Okay. So we have 2 parts to our, starting point, y line, up and down. This is our up and across, our directions, and we want them to be a fraction. Okay, Now, on your notes, there's some writing. I want you to ignore that writing for now. There are two graphs on the bottom of the page. I want you to go to those two graphs on the bottom of the page. So let's do this guy right here. Can you write this on the bottom of your page? You guys ready? Here we go. Ryan's writing this down. This guy right here, I'll show you. This guy. Write him right underneath your graph. Let's just remember how to graph these guys. Nice and easy. We start at -2. We go up to over 3. 1, 2, 3. I personally like 3 dots, but 2 is okay if you're a baby. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. They better come out to a nice line. There they go. Look, I made them hit. Yay. Why is mine dotted? Because up here, I can't really make a straight line. So don't judge me. Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay. Write this down for your next one. We got a little bit of stickiness here. We got every problem has a little bit something new. So let's remember this guy. What's weird about him? We're going to start at 1. Yay. But guess what? -5 is not a fraction. I need him to be a fraction. So I am going to throw over 1 on him. Now you have options here, and I want to be really careful. You can go up, which is positive, and down, which is negative. You can go left, which is negative, and right, which is positive. But when you have 1 negative here, you don't get to do all of that. You're going to have to make some choices. You can go down, watch this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then I have used that negative up, so now I need to go positive. Does that make sense? Or you can do it like this. You can put it down there, and you could go up 5, which is how I do it, to be very honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go over 1 negative. But what you don't want to do is both. You don't want to go down, which is negative, and left, which is negative, because 2 negatives make a positive. So does it matter which you choose? No, but choose correctly. Choose correctly. Okay. We're going to get a little trickier. Turn your paper over. Aries is turning her paper over. We got something missing on that guy. He doesn't have a slope at all. What he does, it's hiding. We have y equals -1x plus 2. And I also told you it needs to be a fraction. So it is -1/1. There is never, if there's no fraction, it's 0. But we don't have that. If it's just an x, he's got a 1 in front of him. He's hiding. So we're going to start on this bad boy. Do you need me? It goes on my desk. We're by Sam the Spam. Right up here. Up 1 negative or down 1 positive. I don't care. How's it? That's it. It's easy. It's going to be easy. Yeah. We got 2 more things I want to talk about. How about this next one? He's missing his starting point. It's there, though. It's 0. A lot of kids in my other class wanted to put that as 1. No, right? He's got to start somewhere. He's not a fraction. I'm going to make him a fraction. Starting at 0. Up 3. 1, 2, 3. Over 1 negative. That's how I do it. Or if you go down 1, 2, 3. Over 1 positive. I don't care. Pick a lane. But don't do negative. It'll go the wrong direction. I got 2 more, and then we're going to do something tricky, and then I'm going to shut up. And the last 2 are this one. Y equals x, and y equals 0. No, y equals 3. Y equals 3. Come on. Y equals x and y equals 0. Could you graph those 2 for me? Y equals x and y equals 3. Y equals x and y equals 3. Those are my last 2. Yes. Quiz. We're going to add circles in at the end of the week. So here we go on this guy. He's missing a bunch of stuff. He's missing 1 over 1 and he's missing 0. Guess what? He's going to go up 1 over 1. Okay, now the next one I want to talk about really quick, and we're going to talk about it in this class. We'll talk about the other classes tomorrow. These two guys right here, y equals 3 and x equals 3, are very different lines. One of them is up and down, and one of them is flat. And I'm going to tell you the Mrs. Tarantino way of knowing the difference. Everybody's watching me. Colt's waking up, and Owen's going to watch. Here's what I'm going to say. If you have no x in your problem, it disappears. You just got y equals a number and x equals a number. Here's what it tells you to do. It tells you to say, go to the y line. So I'm going to my y line. It says find 3. Find 3. It says make a little heart there. Make a little heart there. Do it. Do it right now. Make a little heart there. And then what it says to do, break that heart. And you've just graphed this guy. What do I do when it's x equals 3? I do what it tells me to do. Go to the x line. Go to 3. Make a little heart. Break that heart. And that's how you can tell the difference between when it's up and down and side to side. Go to that place, make a heart, break the heart. Last thing, and then I'm shutting up. Yay me, yay you. Can you write the equation if I gave you the line instead? Could you go backwards? Here's a hint. This is what you got to fill in for me. It's so easy once you think about it. I just got to know where's my starting point, y-intercept. How many up and overs do I go?
3x plus 4.
You are so good. So did you get -3 here? And 1, 2, 3, 1. Yay! Y equals 3x minus 3. Easy? One more of these. I'm going to say y equals -3, and then I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Looks like it's going to be -1x. Easy. Yeah? Guess what? You have literally the rest of the period, and it's going to take you 10 minutes. So get it done. Yay for you. No homework. Bye, friends.